tej strony Apartance, a to pierwszy odcinek z serii SpellForce 2, Czas Mrocznych Wojen. To pierwsza taka na serio seria na moim kanale, to już jest dobry zapuszczony, pół godziny, mam nadzieję, na 2 odcinki podzielę. Będzie na 2 tygodnie, nie, dobra, tak na tydzień, może coś jeszcze w międzyczasie będzie. Ale dobra, wrzucę. Ale dobra, zaczniemy kampanię teraz. Mężczyzna, normalnym poziomie trudności, tutaj nazwiemy go tak jak miałam. Dobra. Dobra, taka została, tak jak lepsza. Dobra, jeszcze nic nie rozumiem, dobra. No to rozpoczynamy grę i ja się zamykam, bo to będzie intro.
We were warriors. We were fighting for our freedom and the dignity of our people. We have lost. I will tell you about the last days of our greatest warrior, Greg Ungelach, my father. He gave his life so I can bring you the warning of the shadow that rises.
Jak ktoś nie zdążył zatrzymać, to od czego jest zatrzymać? Od czego jest pauza, jak ktoś nie zdążył przeczytać? O to mi chodziło. Tutaj coś piszą, pauza też jest od tego, żeby to przeczytać, ja nie będę czytać. Przechodzimy do treningu, szkolenia, czy jak to zwał, tak zwał. Dobra, zaczynajmy. Oj. Muszę zmniejszyć ustawienia graficzne. Nie no, dobra, poradzę sobie.
I knew you'd come here first when you returned from your journey.
Brother,
Are you still worried about the Rune Warriors?
don't you sometimes ask yourself who they
Tak nie
were and
pytasz
where they are
sam
now?
siebie.
The end of the circle also broke the Rune magic. The age of the Rune has passed for good. Wherever they are now, they're at peace. But the two of us will be in big trouble with Thora if we're late for the celebration. Let's go and pick up Leah at her
Można
house.
powiedzieć stara, nie pamiętam dokładnie daty jej wydania, będziecie mieć gdzieś w adnotacji, także
Welcome to the
adnotację on. A tu pozwolicie, że trochę zmniejszę grafikę. Przede wszystkim to razy 4 wystarczy. Cienie zżerają, to będzie wystarczy. No wysokie. Chmury to właściwie...
SpellForce 2 Shadow Wars Tutorial.
powinno być już...
Here you will learn the basic handling of the game. In case you would like to reread parts of the introduction or other messages regarding the game, please see the log. In the center of the screen, you can see your in-game character, the the avatar that represents you in the game. Select him or her with the left mouse button. Selected characters are marked by
Ogarnąć się powiem po czym jeszcze chwilę takich mam trochę.
a colored circle around them. Your own characters have green circles. Friendly or neutral NPCs have blue ones, and enemy characters are shown in red circles. On the bottom left, you see the selection window. Place your mouse over it to get more information on the currently selected characters. You can move the viewing area to have a look around the world. Either use the directional buttons on your keyboard, or just move the mouse pointer to the edge of the screen. Or you can keep the right mouse button pressed while moving the mouse. Black areas are still undiscovered. These parts of the map will only be visible once you've sent your own units there. The mini-map in the right bottom corner also shows the already explored area.
Muszę się FPS-y ogarnąć. Boże. Tak mój komputer jak widzicie, dobra to ma być tak średnio, wysoko, jakoś nie może być średnia w takim razie. Dobra, trudno.
The map you are currently on. Green dots on the mini-map represent your own units and buildings.
Dobra.
The blue dots stand for friendly and neutral units and buildings. And the red ones represent the enemies. You can select the avatar anytime just by left-clicking the avatar portrait in the upper left corner. A right-click centers the viewing area on him. Try it. Center the viewing area on the avatar by good. You can move the viewing area around and also change the distance from the ground. To do this, either use the mouse wheel or the page up and click on the mouse wheel until the view changes into pursuer's perspective. Good. If you keep the right mouse button pressed now, you can freely change the direction of view with the mouse. In the pursuer's perspective, you can also operate your avatar directly with the directional buttons or the W. Simply press the T button to quickly go back to the default isometric view. Give it a try. In this view, you can only move your avatar around the world by clicking on your mouse. Make sure your avatar is selected and then right-click on the glowing mark in the landscape.
Dobrze. Gdzie jest to podświetlone miejsce? Boże. O nie, żeś szkoda miał.
Slightly to the east, an enemy just appeared. It's time you faced your first combat. Make sure your avatar is selected. Then right-click on your opponent to attack him. Your avatar then fights the enemy on his or her own. If you place the mouse over a unit, a bar appears above it, showing the health points of that unit. Very good. You succeeded and got experience points. You'll get experience for completing tasks, defeating enemy camps, and for victories over especially powerful opponents. Select your avatar now. The selection window at the lower edge shows a bar for the... Yet another enemy has shown up. Your brother Było is in trouble. Help him and fight his enemy. Congratulations! You've gained experience and have reached a higher level. If you place the mouse on the each rising level, you can further develop your... In these menus, you get the skill tree is sub to each skill. You now assign the point you want to either combat or magic. Very good. A 1 now appears in the skill icon, indicating that you have now achieved the first rank in this particular skill. In the window next to the skill tree, the equipment window, you can see that your avatar's health points and mana have risen too. Mana is the magical power you need to cast spells. Close the equipment menu by clicking on the bag at the top left.
Tego nie pożegnam się na końcu tego, nie
Brother
przyjdę
Było has joined you. He'll
Znaczy,
accompany
chciałem
you
dać
as a
na
so-called hero. Heroes are permanent travel companions who, like your heroes, keep the left mouse button pressed and move the mouse to draw a frame. Send them further on to the east until they reach the gate.
Level. Tak, znam to.
As soon as you've selected an
O. Zaawansowana technika, nie grałem tak.
enemy, buttons for all the possible actions will appear underneath the portraits of your units. This is called the click and fight system. Select the enemy behind the gate. Select your avatar and roll attack. Clicking the buttons to attack under their portraits. The glow effect around the corpse means that the opponent has loot on him. Make sure that either your avatar or boar are around, and then right-click on the glowing opponent. The little window that has just opened shows the opponent's loot. Pick up the two objects by clicking. Well, on the right side of the equipment window, there are 3 buttons with which you can open and close the inventory, the spell book, and the skill tree. Now, open your inventory by clicking on a little earlier. The magic wand, the dagger, equip left click. With a left click, you put the knife your avatar wore before into the inventory. Then close the inventory and the equipment window. Now go with Boar and follow the path.
O! Pieskowy pająk. To jest wymagający przeciwnik. Nigdy nie wiem, co no dobra, jest fajne na swoje czasy. Nawijam to, nawijam. Jeśli gra będzie za głośno, ja będę cicho albo co innego, to wystarczy powiedzieć. Napisać w komentarzu pod filmem.
Leah, sister.
She stopped breathing. Quick, we need to perform the ritual.
Your sister Leah has been killed. As a Shaikan, you have the possibility to resurrect your siblings in blood. Leah now belongs to your heroes. But hurry, select her body before her portrait fully turns into a skull. Underneath the portraits of Boar and your avatar, resurrect buttons appear. Click on one of them before Leah's portrait. Very good. If your avatar or a hero dies, then another member of the group can resurrect the dead character this way. As long as there are no enemies, you also have to react quickly. If the portrait, your avatar can also summon his or her heroes from any place on the map, as long as none of them are entangled in a fight. Use your avatar's ability to summon Leah. In order to do this, select Leah and click on the Summon Hero symbol underneath the avatar portrait.
Dobra, zbierz co tu jest.
Thank you.
Who are these fellows? They carry the banners of the Dark Elves, but look at their hair and their eyes.
Their language was also the language of Dark Elves.
According to their symbols, they seem to be part of a larger group.
There was something about them. Something dark and cold.
We must get back to the fortress as fast as we can.
First, take some more equipment from the chest close to my house. Then we'll leave for the fortress.
You have received a new quest. Open your quest book by clicking on the book symbol in the upper left corner. You have to solve main quests in order to move on in the story of SpellForce 2, Shadow Wars. Side quests are optional, but they'll give you additional experience and precious rewards. And now it's time to dedicate yourself to the current quest called The Pact Attacks. Click on the quest title to get a more detailed description. If a certain read through the quest details, then close the quest book again and fight your way on through with Boar and Leah.
To by było na dzisiaj tyle. Mam nadzieję, że zachęciło Was do oglądania na mojej serii na tym kanale, do obejrzenia ogólnie. Zachęcam też do subskrybowania i zostawienia łapki w górę, jeśli się podobało. Mam nadzieję, że nie odradzi Was to, że ten odcinek taki krótki, ale po prostu nie mam więcej czasu.